There you go. Do not do the redeems, guys. Do not do the redeems. No. Oh, what? Reggie time, guys. Reggie.
Yakuza Like a Dragon is a game about the gradient between right and wrong, strengthening the bonds of friendship through interdimensional karaoke, and whatever the hell this is.
What kind of game is this? Guys, what kind of game is Yakuza? I feel like I didn't take on medication. What's going on? Oh.
Disclaimer, this video will be extremely confusing if you haven't seen part 1, and moderately confusing.
Well, I'll be very confused because I haven't seen part 1.
Even if you have. 4 months have passed since we've been to the mystical and enchanting world of Japan. So, even if you have. 4 months have passed since we've been to the mystical and
I've seen videos of this ones. They scare me very much. I think there are guys here behind those masks, right? Those are guys, basically. So I'm assuming. Wait, this Kamen Rider. The hell? Why is he hiding there?
enchanting world
Oh, that's me when I got to get a promotion to DEI
of Japan. So allow me to get you up to date.
God.
Our main character is Eric Andre, playing himself as a violent schizophrenic. He's on a mission to protect the city of Yokohama and win Daddy's approval. Then there's Koichi Adachi, a disgraced police officer who's determined to get his job back by setting a world record for police brutality. Psycho Makoto doesn't really have a goal. She's just a sadistic sexual deviant.
I really don't know what this game is. It's intriguing me. It's intriguing
Then
me a
there's
lot.
Hideo Kojima as Namba, the aspiring domestic.
Wait, is that the actual name? Is that the actual name of the character?
Sadistic sexual
No
deviant.
shot, no shot.
Then there's Hideo Kojima.
Guys, is that just a meme? Or is that the actual name of the character? No shot, they actually put Hideo Kojima. No shot. Is that the actual name of the character, or is he just memeing? Memeing?
As Namba, the aspiring domestic terrorist. And finally, we have actual domestic terrorist Justin Trudeau as corrupt politician. And finally, we have actual domestic terrorist Justin Trudeau.
Someone who lives in Canada, I think is right. It is a domestic terrorist and the son of Fidel Castro. Yep.
As corrupt politician Ryo Aoki. Last episode, we were betrayed by Namba, who's working with Ryo Aoki to orchestrate an invasion of Yokohama using the Omi Alliance Yakuza and a nationwide group of liberals. The only
just like in real life. This is so
standing
real.
in their way
This is
is
so
us,
real.
an unmedicated maniac, Dami Mommy, and an unhinged police
Wait, Reggie's Canadian? Oh, no wonder he hates Trudeau as well. Nobody does.
officer.
Oh,
Actually, that last one might be useful. Can we work together with local factions to repel this invasion, or will we fall victim to the liberal agenda? Let's find out. But
Not
first,
the liberal
I have to tell
agenda.
you something. 11 years
You're making the frogs gay.
ago, I was a football sensation in Brazil.
I need to play this.
They used to call me
obviously.
El Hombre Senderos. Still not sure what that means. But my career was going well
This shit looks
until
fun.
one fateful afternoon. I was crushing the local favela kids in a game of full contact football. But as I lined up,
It is true, guys. If you watch people in Latin America play soccer. Oh, I just pissed so many people off. I just pissed so many people off. If you see people in Latin America playing soccer. Yes. They're very full content on this shit.
for the game-winning goal, I kicked the ball too hard
I know,
and
that
it
lived in
ripped through
Peru.
the goalkeeper, the net, and crashed into a local library, where it proceeded to ricochet around the room, killing 9 people in the process.
That's not a real library. Not enough homeless people.
Allegedly. Anyway, after that, my lawyer told me I should probably stop playing football, which was devastating. However, I found the next best thing. The sponsor of today's video, UFL, a free-to-play premium football simulation game. Now, I can relive my glory days without having to worry about the accident. UFL offers an entirely skill-based gameplay experience, where you're free to customize your team and subvert the metagame by pioneering your own unique strategies. When I play this game, it brings me back to my glory days. I can almost feel myself throwing flying kicks at the enemy team and making the crowd go absolutely wild. But maybe you think this is just some normal football game. My friend, you could not possibly be more wrong, because not only has UFL partnered with Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's also partnered with Adidas to introduce branded gear, iconic franchises, and a custom stadium. Additionally, mythic item packs are now available for purchase, with each one guaranteeing a premium player skin, league points, and boosts to help you develop your team. With all of that being said, I think it's time for you to enjoy the fast-paced action and realistic graphics of UFL using the link in the description. Play UFL now, playing for football. Well, this is it, Invasion Day. Any minute now, this whole place will be swarming with enemy Yakuza. So I decide to head to a dungeon. Any minute now, this whole place will be swarming.
Is the bar actually called Survive Bar? Speak.
With enemy Yakuza. So I decide to head to a dungeon and grind.
There's like a bar in Seattle that doesn't have the pride flag. You have to survive, yep.
Some XP. Technically, it's not a dungeon, but that just sounds better than saying, I'm going to a public sewer system to beat the homeless with propane tanks. Anyway, after finishing up at the sewers, I hear that the Korean district is under attack. We head over to help, only to be confronted by ultimate dickhead Kume and his gang of protesters. But that's perfect timing.
Are they paid? I think they might be.
Because Adachi just unlocked his taser ability, and it's very effective.
It's like
Apart from that, we also got to enjoy my favorite voice line in the entire game, which is when Kume uses indictment.
Okay.
Your society's garbage!
Just
fantastic. True liberal.
Fantastic. Now, let's use a dominatrix to socially manipulate him into killing an innocent man.
Like a succubus. Oh god. I really need to play this game, holy crap.
Good job, Kume. Now eat shit. After that, I detonate several nail bombs to work my way through the crowd, eventually reaching the protest wrecking ball.
That's a wrecking ball.
Look, you seem like a reasonable man. I'm sure we can get...
Oh, no.
Okay, screw that. I'm leaving. After escaping, the Koreans tell us about a way to enter their base that doesn't involve being pulverized by construction equipment.
About the Koreans?
We go inside and they ask us to hold back the protesters long enough for them to destroy any evidence of their counterfeit money operation. Just then, former friend Namba and an
I'm sorry. I just realized. I had the scammer music playing all along. I'm sorry.
lieutenant attack us.
Never mind. It was a test.
We hold them off for a while, and the counterfeiting operation goes up in flames. We're pretty happy about this, but Namba's not coping with it very well. In fact, I think he might have rabies. After this, we find out that Namba's kidnapped brother, the entire reason he betrayed us and started this invasion in the first place, is actually alive and well. The Koreans just have him at an Airbnb.
What the fuck?
Try not to think about it too much. We make up with Namba, develop brain damage from excessive smoke inhalation, and then escape back to the homeless camp with a hostage. He gives us a nearly lethal dose of exposition before some of his guys come to save him. My man, where are your eyebrows? The fighting gets interrupted by the loudest ringtone in all of existence, and we find out fan favorite character Zhao needs our help. So we head over to Zhao's headquarters, only to find that the entire Chinese mafia has mutinied and taken him hostage at this restaurant. Kasuga, suffering from a terminal case,
I have so much trouble following. First it's Justin Trudeau with the protesters, then it's the Korean mafia, now the Chinese mafia? What the hell?
I just want to help out, decides that we're going to fight our way through the entire front of house, a handful of deranged chefs, the general manager, and a fucking tiger. Fortunately, like most animals, the tiger has a profound weakness to being shot 150 times. After all that, we make our way to the top floor, where Mabuchi is meeting with the Omi Alliance lieutenants.
Hurry up and kill me.
What the hell is that
face? Couldn't have said it better myself.
They're actually breakdancing for a fight.
After Mabuchi, we're introduced to Lieutenant Tendo, who gets up, explains he's too cool to fight
This is
us,
like
and
chapter
then
6
leaves.
of 12.
That leaves us with Lieutenant Ishioda
That's
and his
okay.
gaggle
I
of
was gonna be
walking
confused either
experience
way.
points. Unfortunately for them, Namba's back, and he's now entering his redemption arc, because
Wait. He got close. He's no longer homeless.
he decided to make things up to us by using level 99 Hobomancy to do this.
What?
Holy shit, that ain't Namba
What? Are all the characters on drugs in this game? They have to be, right?
anymore. We calling him
A bit still
the
lost in
N-bomb.
what you
But hey,
was one.
listen,
Yeah, I think
anyone
it's
who's
the
willing to
case.
immolate another human being for me, well, they can be
Oh.
my friend anytime.
True.
Following this, we
That's true
find
friendship.
Zhao, who's been rescued by our old friend Mitsu from the Tojo clan. He didn't do
Mitsu.
anything interesting enough to get screen time in the first video, and he's just barely cutting it here, because he tells us in the
Yeah.
vaguest words possible, Arakawa is planning something. Be ready.
Something.
Thanks a lot, Fatso. Let's see if Hoshino can clarify
Badass.
any of that. The answer is kind of. Remember that mysterious bill in our pocket? Hoshino explains that he gave this fake bill to Arakawa 40 years ago as an apology for assassinating his father. Hey kid, sorry
long
I blew
time
your
ago.
dad's brains out. Here's a bunch of Monopoly money. Don't spend it all in one place. Anyway, we think
Reggie made a mistake here in his video. He said Monopoly money. He should have said Canadian money. That's the same thing.
Arakawa must have
It's
given
true.
this to us as a sign of goodwill, meaning he
I
might still
shouldn't
be
be
on our side after
laughing.
all. Fast forward 3 cutscenes. Aoki is rapidly
Oh.
accumulating political influence,
Trudeau.
but he still has time to go to the hospital and shit-talk his political enemies. I actually counted
Oh my
Ogikubo's heart rate here. It's 372 beats per minute. My man is literally too
I think
angry
that's
to
a lot.
die.
Yeah.
Something has to be done about Aoki. So, like a demented ex-girlfriend, I spend all
Yeah.
week stalking him. I am obsessed. I fantasize about killing him.
Guys, I would never obsess over you guys. Oh. Or maybe I would. Maybe it's in my blood. My Latina blood. Huh? Maybe have a knife with me too. Maybe some drugs to put you to sleep. Maybe some ropes to tie you up. I don't know. I'm just saying, I live in a basement, you know? You could stay in here. No one would know. Nope, nope.
And wearing
I'm
his
just saying,
skin
I'm
like
just
a
saying.
cloak. Eventually, we ambush him in a parking garage. His security guards try to intervene, but no matter how many times they cave in the back of my skull, I just keep getting
Aw.
up. We finally reach Aoki and share a sexually charged handshake with him. He tells us to meet him at the bathhouse alone. This is promising. We
Alone?
arrive there and he explains some interesting things to us.
Guys, I have a question. That's not photoshopped, right? That's the actual wall in the game, right? That's the actual game. We have models, pin-up models in underwear. POV. This is Justin Trudeau in his secret room with photos of Katy Perry. Girl, girl.
First of all, we didn't go to jail for Sawashiro. We went to jail for him. Remember when he injected himself with that experimental drug? Yeah, turns out the
Yeah.
side effects include having a
I didn't,
mental
actually.
breakdown and ventilating this guy's skull. So Arakawa lied to us
Oh.
to protect his son, but it's okay because he's such a good kid. Anyway, Aoki demands that we leave him alone or he'll piss his pants and throw a
Oh.
tantrum. And you know what? I just don't care. So we make our escape
I
out the
wouldn't be
back
there.
door and into the parking lot, where we are confronted by 7 Asians and one kind of mutated half-breed. This guy
Interesting.
looks like he crawled out of
That's
a
what I'm gonna say.
Monsanto growth vat. So for the sake of all humankind,
Yeah.
we're going to have to put him down.
Oh, Asian, yeah? Lots of Asian in this game, I know what?
After all that, we receive a call explaining that Arakawa wants to meet with us tomorrow, but Kasuga is a socially
Are those Fruit Loops? On a black suit? On a dog finger so you don't need this. Oh my god.
maladjusted
Oh my god.
psychopath.
Oh my god. Not
So
afraid,
instead
by the way.
of waiting a few hours, we decide to break into his office and permanently cripple several of his associates. All was going well
Oh,
until
yeah.
we were confronted by these two. This is Goro Majima.
Oh, wait. This is the guy from the new Yakuza game. I saw the Roach King playing it. The Yakuza the pirate thing, right? I'm not wrong about this, right? The Yakuza pirate game. Yakuza Caribbean? Or something? I heard people say it was a good game earlier this year, right? A lot of the games.
Taiga Saijima. And if you're a fan of the other games, this moment is where you are legally allowed to blow a load in your pants.
Sitting around in this place.
You heard him chat. You can do it.
Wait a minute, is that Jotaro?
It makes a lot of sense. Lots of it.
Alright, wasn't expecting that. Let's go.
It's gonna shred it too. Oh. Jojo? Oh. Yes. This stands ready for me a bit.
Okay, in hindsight, that was a bad idea. We're not even close to being able to beat them, but I know what to do. We're going to craft the strongest sledgehammer in the game, and then I'm going to use it to turn Majima's head into a two-dimensional object. First, we need to spend 7 hours on the baseball minigame. This will get us enough tickets to afford the base weapon, which we can upgrade from there.
Oh,
good, you've got enough points. Now, keep going.
He does this for like 20 hours, I guess.
Stop saying dumbass things. You're not even making sense.
Shut the hell up.
I'll keep doing that. I'll keep doing it. I'm never gonna stop.
Alright, that'll do. Grab the hammer and Google the next step. Realize it's going to cost 20 million yen to craft this. Have a small and well-contained mental breakdown. Now go craft these shitty helmets and swallow this drink. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But you're now making 200% more money from enemies. Time to go spend 4 hours crushing people's testicles in the Sotenbori battle arena.
That's an actual move. That's an actual move. That's an actual move. Wait, the NPC name is Creeper Peeper. This is cinema. What the hell? Creeper. Wait. The name is Creeper Peeper. They have glasses, an afro. They have 3 branches. They're wearing camo, a walkie-talkie, and they're getting bald bastard by dominatrix. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Congratulations, you now have 20 mil. Craft the hammer and go reintroduce yourself to Goro. The second attempt was a lot easier, because after 20 sledgehammer hits and some help from an orbital ion cannon, we survived the fight long enough to be interrupted by Arakawa and his former boss Daigo Dojima, the chairman of the Tojo clan. This is all a little confusing, but at least we haven't been shot yet. We follow them upstairs, where they explain everything. Turns out Arakawa is a double agent. He betrayed the Tojo clan with Daigo's permission in order to infiltrate the Omi Alliance and weaken it from within. Tomorrow, the actual leader...
Is everybody a damn double agent in this game? I feel like at this point the plot was somebody not being a double agent.
Leader of the Omi Alliance, Masaru Watase, is getting released from prison. And when that happens, Arakawa, Daigo, and Watase are going to hold a meeting in front of hundreds of Yakuza to dissolve the Tojo clan and Omi Alliance, which will destroy Aoki's criminal influence. The best part, no one knows about this except for us. So when it's announced, shit might go crazy. The next day, we head into the meeting hall, Watase makes his arrival, and declares the dissolution of the Omi Alliance. This was not well received. Then Daigo comes out and dissolves the Tojo clan. Things are now at a fever pitch. Watase calls the entire crowd pussies, at which point, there's no turning back. Fortunately, we've got plenty of backup.
What's a good one?
It's wrecking time!
Why does he have... Oh god. That's an ult, right, or something. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. I love it. I love it.
In the middle of all of this, an Omi thug rushes the stage with a knife. I hope you didn't bother changing your pants, because this is where Kazuma Kiryu makes his introduction by casually crushing this man's jaw. Not long after, the fighting is over, the dissolution is complete, and Daddy Arakawa finally gives us some much-needed emotional validation. What a happy ending.
Kasuga, you need to call me as soon as you get
What's the next plot twist? What's the next plot twist?
They found Arakawa's body in the ocean.
Well, Shit. We're pretty sure Aoki's behind the assassination. It's not obvious who pulled the trigger, but I did just witness Sawashiro gouge out a man's eyeballs like 2 cutscenes ago, so I'd say he's a strong candidate. Anyway, we're pretty depressed about the whole dead Arakawa thing, but I think I know something that'll cheer us up. Sub-stories. These side quests are some of the most enjoyable parts of any Yakuza game. The easiest way to understand them is to imagine you took a bunch of hallucinogenic drugs and wandered around town offering your services as a freelance adventure.
What's a normal day for a homeless person?
Sure. However, I personally believe it's better if you don't understand them. 1 minute.
You know what, guys? I think it's right. It's better if we don't think about it. I don't even want to know.
1 minute you're investing in a vacuum company, and the next you're watching a military-grade Roomba slaughter dozens of innocent civilians. And that's perfectly okay. In fact, I think it's a lot of fun. Kasuga loves helping people, so you can imagine how excited he was when we came across a group of metrosexual bikers in need of assistance. We approached them and they explained that one of their motorcycle enthusiasts has been taken hostage by the Yakuza. Apparently, he went on a drug-fueled bender and strangled 37 people with a chain, and now the evil Yakuza are holding him captive until they get like $500 to cover the funeral costs. In my demented mind, this makes perfect sense. We offer to help rescue their friend. However, the only biker that's willing to come with us is this guy. This is Taka the Striker, and at first glance you may be impressed by his chiseled features and physics-defying hair, but he keeps referring to himself in the third person, and I'm pretty sure he's retarded. My evidence for this is that I told him to wait here for 30 seconds while I gather supplies. I came back 15 seconds later, and he had already left to attack the Yakuza office by himself. Oh well.
I think he's right. I think he's right. Yep. Smooth brain take.
Well, maybe he's actually really strong and doesn't need our help. Never mind. Taka has been on the ground getting his back blown out for the past 20 minutes, so we decide to help him the only way we know how. After beating the Yakuza to death, we make our escape, and our motorcycle friends are free to terrorize the streets once more. In fact, as a sign of gratitude, Taka gives us his pound-made number. So if we ever get accosted by strange men, we can call Taka to ride in on his motorcycle, light the wheels on fire, and commit several acts of vehicular manslaughter. Very nice. On to the next quest. I'm walking past this children's park where I find a man headbutting a tree. Obviously, we introduce ourselves. This is Mr. Masochist. He's a pain.
What the hell is this game? What the hell is this game?
Loving degenerate. However, he's had his balls stepped on one too many times, and now he can't feel anything. He yearns for the sweet nectar of pain, but is unable to acquire.
Because one of you guys feel the same way this guy does. I think one of you do. Yep.
So he rips off his clothes and begs us to beat him. We conduct an extreme and violent S&M session in the middle of this playground. But no matter what we do to him, he can't feel a thing. This is tragic. I even tried finding his mother so she could inflict psychological pain upon him. But that just became depressing really quick, so I gave up. However, later that day, we come across a woman who's about to be stabbed. Mr. Masochist gets jealous of this and it dives in front of the knife, saving her life. We beat down the attackers and—
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Gets jealous of this and it dives.
He's wearing clothes here.
Dives in front of the knife, saving her.
I know, he's naked. Interesting. Interesting.
Life. We beat down the attackers, and the woman thanks our gimped friend, but he's too busy being depressed to care. So she calls him pathetic and slaps him. He liked that a lot.
He did like it a lot, yep. Yep, that's what you're on. Slap them.
One thing leads to another, and suddenly she's spanking him with a riding crop.
She liked it. She's into it. He met his match.
So good.
Finally, our friend can feel the pain he desires. Mr. Masochist has been unlocked as a poundmate. Well, helping all of those average Japanese men was nice and all, but we still need to deal with Ryo Aoki. We've already damaged his criminal empire, now we're going to hit him politically. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any photos of Ryo Aoki blackface, so we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Aoki has
up in the game, they didn't put them. But you know who has one of those pictures? Trudeau does. And everybody knows it. Yep. There's even a meme. Trudeau, the master of the disguises. With lots of faces he has done. Lots of them.
Chosen
Too many to
Kume to
count.
run for office in Yokohama. The canonical reason for this is because he wants to flex his power by getting the most retarded guy in town elected to parliament. We're going to enter the election against Kume and use that to get close to Aoki. Yes, I know we're a convicted criminal who has spent the last month beating people to death with a sledgehammer, but I don't think that would even make a difference in real life, let alone in the wonderful world of But I don't think that would even make a difference in real life.
Oh, his memes stay relevant even after the passage of time. Aww.
Let alone in the wonderful world
biggest
of
Discord
Yakuza.
thing? Oh
So
my
let's give it a
God.
shot. We acquire a campaign van and drive it down to the waterfront to debate Kume.
Alright,
When
alright.
Kasuga is speaking to any other character in the game, he has the oration and mental acuity of a grape. But for some reason, when we speak to Kume, Kasuga's brain painfully and rapidly
Big
expands as his IQ enters the low millions. His ego dissolves, and for a brief moment in
They're true, they're
time,
not
he
memes? I
becomes
guess it's
God.
just- yeah, I
Kume
guess that works
responds not
better.
with a
Yeah.
counter-argument, but rather with a series of noises usually reserved for a prostate exam. And with that, we have secured our first political victory.
He's got my vote.
Shut up, you're homeless. That was a pretty massive
are.
W for the Kasuga campaign. So we follow Kume to his next rally, where we assert ideological superiority by beating the shit out of his voters. And just as I'm about to kidnap and
It works,
presumably
though, it
murder
works.
Kume, I receive some troubling news. Turns out Aoki isn't taking too kindly to us bullying his Make-A-Wish kid, and he sent an assassin to kill Hoshino. With Arakawa dead, Hoshino is the closest thing we have to a diabetic father figure, so we can't let him be killed. We rush over to his office to save him from Sawashiro, but something tells me we might be too late. I skip
Kinda
all
late,
the
yeah.
dialogue because I can't read, and then the fight
Me neither.
begins. Unfortunately, Sawashiro's stats got buffed, and he's absolutely humiliating us. In fact, he managed to dodge most of my
Wait.
attacks by standing perfectly still. Well, try
missed?
dodging this, you fucking casual. Eventually, we got him on the ground, which is a very bad
Yep.
place to be when I
If you
have
have
a
me to aim,
sledgehammer.
you won't
As a
miss.
reward for beating his ass, Sawashiro decides to tell us why he's loyal to Ryo Aoki in
Yeah.
the first place. Turns out the subway station lockers are the premier baby depository for all of Japan, because when Sawashiro was a
Wait.
teenager, he left his unwanted child in one of these lockers. In fact, he did it on the same night
This doesn't make any sense. But it also does.
that Arakawa's wife put their child in the
Aw.
locker. Ryo Aoki was one of those babies, and Kasuga was the other. It is basically confirmed that we are
Birth swap.
Arakawa's real son, but he took the wrong baby that night, causing us to be raised by hookers in a brothel while Aoki was raised by the Yakuza. And the only
Oh no. That's a big twist of fate.
person who knew
Was
all of
jealous
this was
for life?
Sawashiro. He also mentions that he didn't kill Arakawa, but he's pretty sure that notorious dickhead Ishioda did.
Yep.
I was genuinely unsure of how to process this information, so I settled on calling the police and sending Sawashiro to prison for life. After that, we
Okay.
head back to the campaign office to find Kume and twist his nipples, but all we could find was this guy. We start beating him mercilessly for information on
Smart.
Kume, and after he tells us everything he knows, we keep going. Just before we can watch the spark
Finish
of
your
life
job.
fade from this poor man's
Nothing.
eyes, we are stopped by none other than Kiryu. He claims to have the information we're looking for, but first we have to prove ourselves to him. Apparently, the only way to do
Another
that is
side
by
mission?
defeating him in shirtless combat. The fight was challenging. Kiryu spent
It's a bit gay.
the entire
Listen.
time beating Namba like he owes him money, but fortunately Saiko unlocked her enema revival skill. Honestly, this fight is a great opportunity to appreciate the depth of Kasuga's
That's so
schizophrenia,
weird.
because to us it looks like this. But to Kasuga, it looks like this.
Very normal game. Yep.
I know that seemed pretty promising for us, but Kiryu has been in about 23 different Yakuza games,
Oh,
and
has he?
unfortunately, the fandom has already depicted him as the Chad and
Wait, are there that many Yakuza games? I thought there were only like 6. Damn. I've been missing out.
us as the Virgin, so nothing we do could have won us this fight. In fact, we awake 20 minutes later, and Kiryu tells us he beat us into a low-grade coma just so we would chill out. Now that we're
Smart.
sufficiently calm, Kiryu takes us in to meet with Korean lady whose name I forgot 3 months ago. They explain that Aoki is bringing in a
You know she's Korean because she's very pretty. And she's dressed nicely with dyed hair and shit. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Legendary assassin to kill the rest of us. Somewhat problematic. This assassin is named Mirrorface for his supernatural ability to impersonate other people on an atomic level. He's basically a skinwalker, and I can't risk this video turning into a creepypasta, so we have to kill this guy right now. We head over to this office to intercept Mirrorface, but oh no, it's a trap.
Oh no.
So anyway, we make it upstairs to find Ishiota waiting for us. Oh, for fuck's sake, don't tell me this is another trap. This is Mirrorface. He has assumed Adachi's
Every single scenario is a trap, a double agent, or something goofy.
identity, and now he's either trying to strangle him to death or give him mana. Can't tell which. It's all a little confusing, and personally, I just shoot them both. But eventually, Kasuga finds the real Adachi, and the fight is on. This is the man that murdered our father, so we can't hold anything back. Saiko burnt him with candle wax, Adachi electrocuted him, and Namba got beat to death with an office chair. Twice. Eventually, we got the upper hand, and Ishiota explains that he tried to kill Arakawa, but Tendo stopped him and did it himself. New arch-nemesis acquired. So we're all up in this office theorizing about how we can get to Tendo, and it's going quite well, until...
A bomb! Another plot twist.
Final chapter. It's been several weeks since we exploded. Presumably, we're dead. That's good news for Kume and Aoki, because the... weeks since we exploded. Presumably, we're dead.
So I think it was. I think it was.
That's good news for Kume and Aoki, because the election is tomorrow and they're out campaigning. For a brief moment, Aoki considers that lying to the taxpayers and assassinating political enemies might be morally wrong, but his secretary assures him that it's actually based, and he agrees. I am going to kill this woman. While that's happening, a mysterious man is quickly approaching their van. He appears unhinged, his motives are unclear, and he's possibly concealing an AR-15 in his trench coat, until he rips off his jacket to reveal Kasuga with the band-aid. You see, we may have been 4 feet from an exploding brick of C4, but Kiryu taught us the most important skill in any Yakuza video game. Essence of plot armor. We launch ourselves onto Aoki's bus and deliver him one final ultimatum. We explain that there's a recording of him ordering the assassination of Arakawa, and it's hidden somewhere inside the Millennium Tower. Once we get it, we're going to release it to the public and ruin him. This was a bluff, but Aoki is too much of a neurotic freak to ignore it. First, he's going to send hundreds of his men to look for the tape, but after we beat them, he'll show up himself, and then we've got him all to ourselves. So we prepared ourselves for this final confrontation. Mostly, this involved going to the blacksmith to upgrade all of our weapons, and then getting absolutely hammered on convenience store sake. I'm not an alcoholic, I just like the vibe. We arrive at the tower positively inebriated. In fact, we're so profoundly wasted that we spent the first 4 turns of battle beating the shit out of each other. But eventually, we sobered up enough to find the real enemies. This place is swarming with Yakuza, which gave us an abundance of data regarding which furniture can and cannot be destroyed with the human body. Eventually, we make our way upstairs, where we find Tendo. He wastes no time threatening to suspend us from the ceiling by our balls.
You must have had a pair of brass balls. I'm gonna have to string your balls.
Would you guys like to be hanged by your balls? Ceiling. Wait, would that even be possible? Wouldn't they tear something? Because of the weight? You know, I don't want to know.
He's a freak for real, but we can't let that happen. This ends here. The fight against Tendo is objectively unfair because he has no known weaknesses, throws us around like we're goddamn cartoon characters, and he does this really cute thing where he punches you in the chest and you die. Apparently, the meta strategy to counter this is to call Mr. Masochist, who loves being beaten so
Speaking of getting hanged by the balls.
much that he'll jump in to absorb the punches for you. However, I completely forgot about that. So the battle plan was just grinding pepper in Tendo's eyes and hoping he'd go blind. This did not work very well. Also, I noticed Tendo has a statistically abnormal obsession with beating Saiko. I'm not sure if it's because she's a woman or my healer.
I think it's very sexist, yeah. I think he also liked the nice lady. No.
But he spent about 90% of the fight running her down.
Musha, did he actually just ignore it?
Or my healer, but he spent about
No way!
90% of the
He
fight
just
running her
sent it.
down.
I think it's
The battle
sexist,
went
yeah.
on for about 20 minutes until I got desperate and called for help from my top employee.
Oh? The pirate man. I like this one. Oh. Here we go, here we go. Shin Suabe. Oh. That's a little nice. Okay. Did he miss? Nope. Oh, Mechana. Huh? He missed it nice. Not the
This
thunder.
attack was so effective, it made Tendo ragdoll through the sky like we were on GM Flatgrass. After that,
What?
Namba hit him with some lightning, and I
That?
thought we won. But just as Tendo was about to surrender himself to unconsciousness, he
Let me guess. Somebody comes in and betrays him. That's the new villain, right?
must have heard Psycho's voice, because he got back up and immediately
Wait.
started punching us in the face again. Lovely. Meanwhile,
He
Ryo
doesn't like
Aoki is
women.
at City Hall
Doesn't like
preparing to
women.
declare his party's victory in the elections, until something
Oh.
comes on the TV. My Japanese is a little rusty, but I believe it says,
Huh?
"Dumb shithead Ryo Aoki wanted for incitement to murder." The crowd breaks
No
into a frenzy,
way.
and Aoki looks like his head is about to explode.
No
He's
way.
furious, and he's coming straight for us. He arrives 10 minutes later to find Tendo and, all of our dead bodies. As if that wasn't
Wait.
bad enough, Aoki realizes we must have had help to even get this far. So
Didn't
he
they
says
win?
loudly and very legibly,
Hunt them all down. Kill them. Make sure
Wait.
the bodies are never found.
It's a trap.
"Gotcha, bitch."
Right?
We're not actually
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
That's not actually Tendo, it's Mirror Face. And you've just admitted a bunch of
Skinwalker.
criminal shit on camera. It's the end of the line. But Aoki doesn't
Huh?
want to go gently into that good night.
Men! Kill them
Damn.
all! Leave no one alive!
Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Big five, yeah. Was it a goddamn lobster? It's a freaking lobster. Oh, shot. Does this game not have something as an ability? You threw an electrified lobster? Oh my god, is that Kaya? The lobster? God.
Aoki spent the last 30 years of his
That's what
life
I
in a
heard.
wheelchair, and I am desperately attempting to put him back in one. But apparently it wasn't enough to stop him from taking a police officer hostage and escaping
Oh,
the
no.
tower. Now he's on the run, and I think I know where he's heading. The place where it all began. We find Aoki at the subway
The
lockers,
lockers.
where our parents left us some 40 years ago. At first, he's still a little angry with us, but we're not
Alright.
here to fight. Kasuga slowly convinces Aoki that it doesn't have to be this way. He can do his time
Alright.
and start over. Be reborn as the man he was supposed to be. A good man and a good brother. The mere thought of not
Oh.
being a complete and utter piece of shit drives Aoki to the brink
Too
of
hard,
suicide.
too hard.
But eventually
Wait.
we get through to him.
No.
He puts away the gun, agrees to
Oh.
turn himself in, and we share
Talk
our
no
first
jutsu.
real moment as brothers. Then he gets stabbed in the
Aw.
abdomen with a buck knife. That's right, the
course.
final boss of the entire game
Of course. Of course, it's another betrayal.
just
of
got
course.
taken out by ultimate dickhead Kume. Absolutely unbelievable. Kasuga picks up Aoki and rushes him to
There's
the
like
hospital.
plot twist
Credits roll,
every
I cry,
second.
and then we get an epilogue. Adachi gets
Oh.
his job back on the police force. Kasuga
Yeah.
attends a joint funeral for Arakawa and Aoki, and we get an invite
Aw.
to leave town with the actually cool Yakuza characters. But we turn it
Yeah.
down. We're staying here with our friends. They call us gay, and we go cry on a bridge. It's finally over. Well, that's going to be it for this
Aw.
video. We've laughed, we've cried, and most
perfecto.
importantly, we've
Qué
realized
divertido.
the importance of not taking your medication. Because I'm pretty sure none of this would have been possible if Kasuga wasn't
I don't take my medication. I don't plan to. I'm just saying.
completely and utterly insane. Thank you to this month's patrons, and finally, thank you for watching.
Ooh, you're welcome, Mr. Green Slime. Very good video. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah. I actually had fun watching this one. It was on the longer side. I didn't understand half of it though. It was pretty good. Big W, yeah? Damn. Wait, did I take an hour? I think I took an hour for a 27-minute video. I'm a bit special if you couldn't tell.